Good morning. Hiya. How are you this morning? Hi, Elba Lauren. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day, folks. Hello, Puff Puff Pass Exhale. Okay, so I'm missing a notebook and a pen, and I'm running late, and I'll be right back. Where is my notebook and my pen? All right. And I think by now the tea might be boiling too. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Oh, let me see here. We're doing good. Let me get you all on the list. So, good morning, Elle by Lauren. So, we're going to do relationship stuff today for Valentine's Day. Concentrating on the lovers. Stone Kingdom, good morning. Good morning, Puff Puff Pass Exhale. Puff Puff Pass. And good morning, Malvin Jackson. Good morning, Hollerita. Good morning, Kyoko Liggins. Hope I'm saying that right. Good morning, Miranda Moonchild. Miranda Moonchild. I love that name. Very pretty. Good morning, Just Squad. Good morning, iRainbow. How are you, darling? Let me see who else. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Pappy Pinnell. Is Cindy here this morning, Pappy? Good morning, Marty R. Marty R. I think I've got you all on the list so far. Good morning, Deb Sunshine. How are you? Aw, thank you, Puff Puff. She has a doctor's appointment this morning. Okay. Darn it. Okay, well, we're going to do the lovers constellation today. So we're going to do something different, a little bit different. We're going to do a whole new constellation. So here is what I have for my list. Let me write it down. Let's see, what are we on? The day is the 14th. So 2/14 of 18. And we're going to call this one Happy Valentine's Day. All right, so the math of the day, let's do that real quick. 2 plus 14 is 16 plus 2018, which will be 8, 9, 10, 14, carry the 1, 3, 20, 34. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are on the Hermit card today. Yeah, okay. So, and these are still in order from last time. Okay, so considering we have the Chariot out from when we did it last time. So, let's see. We'll be on the Hermit card for the day. Okay, and then for the month, we have the High Priestess. And for the date, we have the Balance or the Art and Temperance card. Hi, Anna Nicole Channel. How are you? Get you on the list, darling. Anna Nicole Channel. Okay. And then from the addition of the date and the month, we would have the 16, which is the life experience or the Tower card. And then we also have the Strength card for the year. Okay. There it is. How? Yes, we have parakeets too. So, happy little birds. All right. Set those aside for a second. Okay, so let's just talk real quick about the numbers of the day. So, first of all, our edition of math for February 14th of 2018 all comes to the Hermit card. So the Hermit card is telling us today, all of us, that we need to find or become a mentor, that we are taking a break from society and making a commitment to our spiritual growth. So that is the card of the day. Now, the card of the month is the High Priestess. So for the month of February, we're all concentrating on the High Priestess. Yeah, they're catching a little bit of light. We're very overcast today. So, yeah, here, I'll show you real quick. There's out our window. No sunbeams coming in today, just clouds. But that's okay. We'll work with what we got. So the High Priestess tells us for the month that that we are trusting our intuition and we are making careful reflection before we take action. Insights that come through meditation. Aw. Getting caught in the rain is kind of nice. I like getting caught in the rain. It's fun. Dancing in the rain is always good. Okay, so the date, the 14th, today's February 14th, but just the 14 number, is balance. Hi, Old Crow. Happy Valentine's Day to you. So let me put you on the list, Old Crow. And we're actually talking about the cards of the day. So with our addition of the date, we have the Hermit card, which is telling us to get in touch with our introspection for today's date. And then the High Priestess for the month, which is telling us to get in touch with our intuition. So, hi Renee Ward, how are you? And then the Balance card for the 14th. Let me write Renee down. Renee Ward. Gotcha, darling. Okay, so the Balance card is telling us that we need to take everyone's input into consideration. We are merging viewpoints to create a better solution here. Good morning, Milky Way Weekly. And we're taking our time. There's no need to rush. So we have patience for the day. Milky Way Weekly. And that patience is, of course, mixed with that Hermit card for introspection, too. And it's all about the balance there. Okay. So then the next card we got was the Life Experience card. The Life Experience came from the number 2 and the number 14 being added together. So February 14th gave us 16, which is the Life Experience card or the Tower card in some of the decks. So it's saying that we are letting go of our belief systems that are no longer working for us. An important life-changing event, a situation that is leading us to significant opportunities. So all these cards mixed together are some wonderful gifts. And then for the year, of course, we have the strength. So okay. So the strength card is telling us for the year that the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. All this year, we will be embracing how wonderful we are. That's pretty awesome. Hi, Stardust. So, my dears, give me just a moment because my tea is boiling and I need to go put some tea bags into the pot. And I will be right back. So just hold the floor for me. I have Stardust on the list just last that came in. If anybody else comes in, please say hello and I'll be right back. All right, my dears. Yes, so when that timer goes off, I'm going to run back in there and grab some tea. So if anybody's interested, this is what I'm drinking today. I'm drinking green tea and a mixture of Earl Grey tea and peach all together. Yes. And then with, of course, honey. And that is fairy tea for you. Okay. Let's see. Did anybody else new come in? Did anybody see anybody new? Double checking real quick. Okay, looks like we're good. All right, I see 11 likes, so that's great. You just gave us the year, which is the strength card. So that's fabulous. And I'm going to go back through these real quick again because some of you just came in. So first of all, for the year, we have the strength. All year long, this is our card. And it's telling us the grace and inner strength needed to overcome the challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. It is a time to embrace how wonderful we are. So that is the card of the year. All year long, we have that strength as a gift. So then we figured out the numbers of the month and the date. So the February and the 14, so 2 plus 14 is 16, which gives us the life experience card. So we're saying here we are letting go of belief systems that no longer are working for us, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. Good morning, Tiger Lily. Let me put you on this list, darling. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So, okay, so that is the card from 2 plus 14. So today's date is the 14th, so we have the balance card to reflect on for that number. And it's saying we are taking everyone's input into consideration. We are merging our viewpoints to create a better solution. We take our time. There is no need to rush. So it is, and it's all about balance. So then the High Priestess for the month of February, the number 2 month, she says, trust your intuition this month. Careful reflection before you take action. Insights that come from meditation. So if there's any questions about what to do next, then you should meditate on it. And we all know how to meditate, right? It's very, very important. I cannot stress meditation enough. You need to take time to breathe. It resets your whole system. So it's very important. The Hermit card was the addition of the math for the complete date. So the month plus the date plus the year adds up to the Hermit card. And for all of us on this date, it tells us for Valentine's Day, we are finding or becoming a mentor. We are taking a break from society and we are making a commitment to our spiritual growth. It's fabulous. So, and that comes along with the introspection and the meditation too, to get in touch with your intuition. So those are the cards of the day. Now, for Valentine's Day, we're going to do something different. So let me double check, make sure nobody else new came in. Okay, so here's what I got on the list. I have L by Lauren, and if I didn't say hi to you or good morning or write you on the list, please let me know if you don't hear your name on this list. So I have L by Lauren, The Stone Kingdom, Puff Puff Pass, Malvin Jackson, Hollerita, Kyoko Liggins, Miranda Moonchild, Jess Squad, I Rainbow, Debbie R, Pappy Pinnell, Marty R, Deb Sunshine, Anna Nicole Channel, Old Crow, Renee Ward, Milky Way Weekly, Stardust, and Tiger Lily. Did I miss anyone? There we go. Manic Sunshine. Good morning, darling. Guess what, Manic? The card of the day is the Hermit card. So awesome. I'm trying to hold it still so you can read it. Oh, you're in Grand Junction? Well, be careful. Be careful driving. Yeah, rad. Okay, so today we are going to work with the Lovers constellation. This is new to me. I've known about it, but I haven't tried it yet. Okay, good. Glad you're parked. All right, so the Lovers constellation that we'll be doing here is represented by the pillars. So let me bring this in so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so here we're going to use the Lovers card and we're going to use the Pan or the Devil card, which we're going to use my instant tarot reader cards for this. So we will be using the Pan or the Devil card. The reason why we're using this is because it is the Lovers card edition. So the Pan or Devil card is number 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So it is the balance of the Lovers. And then we'll be using the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Discs. However, in my instant tarot reader, the 6 of Cups here will be replaced by the 6 of Hearts. So, let me just tell you a little bit about that. I'm making sure nobody else came in when I wasn't looking. Okay, so here we go. So, the Lovers constellation holds the 4 keys to maintaining a successful relationship of any kind. And when this constellation is fully expressed externally, one is able to see the quality of humor, joyousness expressed in balanced relationships. Supporting the principle of relatedness, the Lovers constellation balances the duality of complementary opposites. It is the union mythically referred to as a journey of the twins that integrates polarities, bringing together 2 people or ideas or visions or parts of oneself to create a greater whole. The Lover's archetype holds the keys to manifesting successful, fulfilling relationships by seeing things as they are and being objective, which will be the 6 of Swords, and spicing our relationship with play and pleasure, represented by the 6 of Cups. We can achieve have a win-win victory situation, which will represent the 6 of Wands, with our partner, which gives both of us the sense of manifesting success, which will be represented by the 6 of Discs within the relationship. So externally, we know we are uniting the polarities and we are resolving conflicts in our relationship with others as well as within ourselves. So when we are able to manifest humor like the Devil or the Pan card, when we don't take things so seriously that we lose our center, we stand with the perfect balance of these pillars, independent yet related. So the archetypal matrix, which is the pillars, the universal shape of archetypal matrix associated with the Lovers constellation is the pillars, the cross-cultural symbol of balance, independence versus relatedness, and space versus boundaries, separation versus unities, the structure that provides an opening or gateway between 2 possibilities. So, with that in mind, we will use the Lovers constellation for our readings today. So I have that set up for us already. So here we have the Lovers card and the Pan card, or the Devil card. And it's going to also be represented by the Ego card if we looked in the Fairy Tarot. So then we have the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Hearts, 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. So we'll be looking at our relationships based on the fundamentals of the relationships and then also the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual values of the relationship. Does that make sense? That's so cute. Yeah, our birds are so sweet. Zen's always singing. He's such a good singer. So we had L by Lauren in today, which and I've been forgetting to mention channel raids, but we need to do some channel raids. So today we're going to do the 3 on the top here, which will be L by Lauren, the Stone Kingdom of Yahweh, and Puff Puff Pass Exhale. So if you guys will check out their channels today, and then also make sure you watch a couple videos and all the way through, of course, because everybody needs their watch time. And then leave likes and really nice Valentine's Day comments would be super cool. So, L by Lauren and the Stone Kingdom. I'll have to go back and do mine, because obviously I can't raid while I'm on here. The Stone Kingdom and Puff Puff Pass. So, and a lot of people have been doing these channel raids lately, and they're fantastic. Wonderful idea to get more viewers and more watch time and all of that. Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here, you guys. So, again, I want to tell you all how much I appreciate you. You are wonderful, and just like that strength card was telling you, you really need to embrace how wonderful you are. So, and I want to appreciate you all today for that. So, for being here and taking your time with me and being just awesome and fabulous and wonderful people, because you really are. Even if you don't believe it, I believe it. So, that'll fix you right there. Now, the tea is going off, so hold this thought for just a second. If anyone new comes in, then say hi, and I'll be right back with a cup of tea. Okay. I'm back. Oh, it's really, really hot. Aw, thank you so much. So anyway, I feel like I need to explain a little bit. Some of you know, Deb Sunshine saw the video before it got deleted. We did do a video on how to take care of your wobbly hedgehog the other night, but we didn't post it. We did post it, and then I took it back down because, unfortunately, about a half an hour to 45 minutes after we did that video, she passed away. And so we lost our pokey little sweetheart the night before last. So anyway, yesterday we had to take some time to recollect and go to the little mountain and bury our sweet little pokey darling. So we had a really nice funeral for her, and she's in a better place now. And just like all other energy, when it dies, it just changes into something new. Oh, it's okay, Deb. We know she was old. She was about 5.5 years old. So that's very, very good for a hedgie. And her mother's still with us. So we still have her, and we're just taking care of her. But we're treating her more like a senior than ever before. So, and it is. Like your pets, when they get old, it's so hard. But it'll be okay. We know that we'll see her again someday, and it'll be fine. So there's that. And then the reason I'm late this morning is because one of our twins had gotten a respiratory infection that backed up into his ears. So the other day I had to take him to emergency room, and now he's on an inhaler, and he's also on antibiotics to clear that up. So I also had to run that inhaler up to him this morning because he went outside for a little bit and started having a hard time breathing. So that is why I'm late this morning. So anyways, there's my explanation of all of that. And as I said, we're gonna work. Yes, yeah, he should be getting better soon. He's already taken quite a few of his amoxicillin, so I think that part's clearing up a little bit. But yeah, the fur babies are so sweet. We just love them too. We get really attached to our pets. We can't help it. So, anyways, yeah, that's part of fairy work, I guess, taking care of animals and whatnot. We're all of us tap into that when we are taking care of our pets, our fur babies, and some of them are reptiles. We have a snake too, and we just love her too. She's a darling. Oh yes, he should be getting better soon. And I'll run frequency therapy on him tonight too to double it up. So you guys got us up to 15, which ironically is the devil card, and that's involved in our relationship today. Hi Jan, I didn't see you come in. Let me get you on the list, Jan Sarlo. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Yeah. I hope I got y'all on the list. So, after Manic Sunshine, I only have Jan Sarlo, and I think I didn't miss anybody. I hope not. Okay, so, as I said, we're going to be reading the Lovers constellation today, which is represented by the pillars, the Lovers, and the Pan card that adds to the Lovers. And then the Six of Swords, the Six of Hearts, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So, that being said, card of the day is the Hermit. So, it's all about being taking a break from society and making a commitment to our spiritual growth. So, introspection. So, we're going to start with L by Lauren. So, Lauren, as you can see, I've already got our pillars made right here. And I'm just going to start shuffling cards. And then what I want you guys to do is, as I'm shuffling these cards, I want you to be thinking about the relationships that you have this Valentine's Day that you want to know about. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be a family relationship or a friend relationship. It could be a son or a daughter that you have concerns about. Anybody that you want to examine a relationship with. Now, something that I was noticing too is a lot of times that, and I think I read that in the Tarot Handbook, practical applications of ancient visual symbols, written by Angelise Arian. She has some amazing insight into a lot of this, including the masteries. Now, the masteries are all the levels of the minor arcana that's in the royalty form. So, princess and prince and queen and king, all of those are masteries. So they can actually represent a person when you're reading the spread. Or it could be a major arcana that is representing the person. Sorry, I'm a little bit tongue-tied today. But that's okay. Alright. So, still mixing your cards. Still thinking, folks. I want to make sure I get these really mixed, because we read them not too long ago. They might still have some of those orders. Let me move those readings around. Jan, hello. How are you? All right, Lauren, what do you think? Should we stop shuffling and try to read them? Okay. All right, Jan. L by Lauren. Got you first. Thinking about Jan still. Okay, so thinking about L by Lauren, and we're going to represent the fundamentals of the relationship on that lover's side, which is the more serious side, and then the fundamentals of the relationship on the devil's side, which will be the less serious side. And then we will look for a mental, and we will look for an emotional, and we will look for a spiritual, and we will look for a physical. Okay. So, to begin with, Lauren, we have the Judgment card first. So, the Judgment is representing the serious side of the relationship. Let me grab this book real quick. Ugh. Sorry, completely unprepared today. Gotta love it. Alright, so with that Judgment card or Reckoning card here, it's saying you will need to evaluate past actions to become more aware of who you are and your ultimate goals. The reckoning may surprise you, and it may lead to endings, beginnings, and the resurrections of things that were once thought dead or resolved. So that is the serious side of the relationship, Lauren. Now, the not so serious side of the relationship is the Moon card, which is a night journey. So here it's saying to you, you need to go on without a clear picture of where you are and where you are going or where you've been. You do not have to fear the unknown. With intuition and faith in yourself and benevolent forces, you will succeed. That's interesting. So it's telling you to trust your dreams and your angels on that. Hi, Deplorable Duck. How are you? put you on the list, dear. Deplorable duck. Gotcha. All right. So then, Lauren, we have the Seven of Swords that will represent the mental part of the relationship or the thinking level. So, what did I say that was again? The Seven of Swords, right. Okay. So that Seven of Swords represents opposition. So it's saying you need to evaluate the opposition that you are offering or encountering. Be logical, persistent, and try not to respond in kind to deceit and trickery. See if any of your troubles are self-created and eliminate your most negative behavior patterns. Are you following, Lauren? That's the mental side. Okay, so then representing the heart is the Nine of Wands. So this is discipline, dear. So your heart is discipline, and it's telling you you need to be disciplined. The strength of your will, your character, and your body may soon be tested. Gather and preserve your resources now so you can confidently defend your position later. Stay faithful to your purpose. Aw, thank you, Miranda Moonchild. Right? Okay, so then we're reading the Six of Wands next, which is the spiritual side of things, and you had a gift on that spiritual side, which is the Chariot. So it's going to be for determination and representing that spiritual side of things. So you will need to focus completely and seize the time. Get in the race and win it. Cultivate the ability to withstand the rigors of what is required. Striving towards your goal can be as satisfying as attaining it. You will need to be strong. Hi, Rachel Henson. Let me get you on the list, darling. Right, it is pretty cool. So it has your gift right there on the spiritual side of things. Okay, and then lastly, the Ace of Swords is representing the outcome of the relationship or the physical part of the relationship. So, what did I say? It was the Ace of Swords, right? So that is a triumph. Aces are always new beginnings. So it's saying you need to identify the long-term goals and major principles that will enable you to make your life a statement of your unique personality. Open up a channel to sacred wisdom. Triumph over adversity and ignorance. Yeah, that was an awesome reading. Good morning, My Skies 5D. How are you? You're very welcome, Lauren. I hope that kind of filled in things for you. I know you were kind of wanting a relationship reading, so this worked out perfect. So let me get My Skies 5D on the list. My Skies 5D. Happy Valentine's Day. My Sky. The card of the day was the Hermit. Double positive in these negative times. Right. So the Hermit told us all for today that we need to find or become a mentor. We're taking a break from society and making a commitment to our spiritual growth. I got Rachel on there. She's on there. Thank you, though, Milky Way. I got Deplorable Duck, then Rachel Henson, then My Skies 5D. I hope I didn't miss anybody. And Jan's, I got, the last ones that came in were... After you, Milky Way Weekly, I had Stardust, Tiger Lily, Manic Sunshine, Jan Sarlo, Deplorable Duck, Rachel Henson, and My Skies 5D. That's awesome. I'm glad. Okay, so today we're doing like relationship spreads is what we're working on. And we just got through doing Lauren's. So next we're going to do the Stone Kingdom. And actually, My Sky, if you want to do a channel raid later, that's who we're doing first was L by Lauren. which she's a great singer. And then the Stone Kingdom of Yahweh, which his dog can do tricks. Really awesome. And then Puff Puff Pass, Exhale, which he's awesome too. He does a lot of live streams and stuff too, I think, right? I think I just haven't seen him yet. But I know you do like sessions over there, Puff Puff. You're welcome, you guys. So, yeah, perfect. Okay, so, yeah, keep those on your list of people to go check out. You can do that at the end, or you can do that now while you're waiting for your reading, either way. Or just write it down so that you can always do it later. That's what I do. So, next we are working on the Stone Kingdom of Yahweh. Stone Kingdom, are you still here? Yes, she has a beautiful voice. Lauren was live streaming the other day. I got to go in there for a couple minutes. But we had a lot of stuff going on. We were losing our little fur baby right about then, I think. So, yeah, we were a little busy that night. So, the Stone Kingdom. Are you still here? I'm looking for the Stone Kingdom. Stone Kingdom of Yahweh. Report to the chat if you're still here. I'm going to skip the Stone Kingdom if he doesn't answer, and I'll work on Puff Puff Pass next. Stone Kingdom, last chance. We'll come back to you if I see you in a minute. Three from 800? Good job. Awesome, Puff Puff. I know everybody's trying to get their numbers too before they get to that other number, the 18th or the 20th. I'm not sure which one it is anymore. So we need to be supportive of each other, especially as small channels, because we obviously are not getting the exposure that we need. So Puff Puff, I'm going to get ready to start pulling your cards. So here we go. I still haven't seen the Stone Kingdom come back, so we're working on Puff Puff now. So we'll pull for the lovers, or the serious side of the relationship. And then we're pulling for the not serious side of the relationship, the Pan card. And then we'll pull for the mental side of the relationship, the emotional side of the relationship, spiritual side of the relationship, and the ultimate physical side of the relationship. Okay, so Puff Puff. First of all, we have a 3 of Pentacles. This represents the fundamentals of the relationship on the lover's side. So the more serious side of the relationship is the 3 of Pentacles, which I do believe is work, right? 3. Yeah, work. So this is what I'm seeing here. On the serious side of the relationship, it's saying that you need to do work that is satisfying to you. Think of your work as tending your garden. You may need help. It may be beneficial to share your work with a partner, but only if they are as conscientious as you. Naomi Starling came in. Thank you, Milky Way Weekly. Good morning, Naomi Starling. Happy Valentine's Day, hon. Naomi Starling. Gotcha. Okay, so then next we have the 9 of Swords, which is on the not so serious side of the relationship. And it's representing, I do believe that's a nightmare. So let's talk about that for a second here. That is the 9, yes? Yeah, 9 of Swords. So it's saying you need to realize that fears, if not confronted and understood, can lead you to obsession, compulsion, paranoia, or even physical illness. We all have a dark side which must be acknowledged. Avoid being a martyr and make sure you get enough sleep. Does that make sense, Puff Puff? Do you want a clarification card on it? I wonder this too. Are you having any nightmares? Clarification card says the 5 of Hearts, which is showing a disappointment. So there's some disappointment here on the not so serious side of the relationship that is causing you to have that nightmares or paranoia. Does that make sense? It might have been something that happened in the past. See? Something that you walked away from. So, okay. We'll move on though. So in the mental side of the relationship, we have a Two of Wands. And all of the twos are representing balance here. And so with your Two of Wands, this one shows planning. So on the mental side, it says you need to pause and contemplate where you are, where you have been and where you are going. You're at a crossroads and you're making a plan before you take any action. You are in a position of power and you can take time out to do so. Interesting, Puff Puff. Okay. And then you've got a Prince of Pentacles that is representing the heart of the relationship. So this Prince of Pentacles here okay, so he's talking about reliability, and he says, you need to be part of the implementation of a new business idea. So you're being trustworthy, reliable, and a good provider. You are speaking seriously and only if you have something to say. And you're also being aware of being preoccupied with gain and possession. So that's on the heartfelt side. It's all relating back to work, too, I feel like. Right? Okay. Nine of Hearts is in the position of... Oh, so we don't want to read that one first. We want to read the Wands position first, which is the spiritual card. So, I'm sorry. So the Empress card is in that position where the Six of Wands is. So she's on the spiritual side of things. And this is... she's nurturing. And so she's like the Mother card. And is a gift for you, too, on the spiritual side of things. So she says about your creativity, and she's telling you you need to give birth to something that has never been. To do so, you need to tap your creative potential. Be as gentle to yourself and your new creation as you would be to an infant. Enjoy the riches of nature and the natural world. So that's on the spiritual side of things. And like I said, the gift is creativity and nurturing. So then Puff Puff, the ultimate outcome or physical side of the relationship here is represented by the Nine of Hearts. Yeah. So the Nine of Hearts, she shows you fulfillment. So you need to know what fulfillment really is. There is a wish that is going to be granted, but it in its own time and perhaps in an unexpected way. Be sure to wish for what is best for you and yours, for you are going to get your wish. So how about that for a Valentine's Day reading, Puff Puff? Good, good. That's awesome. So I just think a little bit of getting over that little bit of a nightmare or the paranoia part and the disappointments of the past. Now remember, this brings me back to what happened with the lunar eclipse. When the lunar eclipse happened, it opened a doorway. The doorway is so that we can go back and we can retrieve the soul fragments of traumas that happened to us in the past. So as we do that, we need to make sure we're integrating those soul fragments. You can't just go get your soul fragments. If you do that and you don't integrate them properly, they will disassociate. So let me give you a prime example. This is my own example. In my 20s, something happened that left me in a traumatic position. It wasn't a major thing, but it was at the same time. And at the time when it happened, I didn't realize what it was. But now, 30 years later, I'm coming to the conclusion that it had to do with confidence. So I brought back this piece of my soul that I forgot to integrate because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. And so I'm still learning to try to integrate this soul fragment. And in order to do that, I need to constantly give the soul fragment pep talks, confidence talks. And you guys know I don't like being in front of this camera. I'm scared to death to be in front of the camera. I start thinking about it too long. I start feeling like I'm talking to myself, that I'm going crazy, and all of that, you know. So it's a whole confidence thing, too, to be able to be in front of people. You got the balance, puff, puff. It's all about meditation. Remember when I told you, anytime that you have a question of that intuition or that introspection, meditate and you will get it. So, anyways, about your soul fragments, you have a chance to go back and get them, but make sure that you integrate them. So, puff, puff, whatever it was that happened to you in the past, that big disappointment, you need to go back and get that piece of yourself and give it a pep talk. Reintegrate it into your life so that you can beat that paranoia. And that's how you'll get over it. It's pretty simple, but it is difficult once you get it underway. But having that moon was a really good thing because it really pushed that doorway open. Oh, I'm sorry, Hollerita. This is Comcast that I'm using. I apologize for that. And you know what I'm just thinking about, too? I need to turn down my volume before the phone starts ringing randomly. All right. And then the media up. Okay, I got it. There we go. All right, so next we have Malvin Jackson. Nobody saw the Stone Kingdom come back in, did we? Malvin. Yes. You guys want to learn more about soul fragments? Go check out Underworld Classroom. I think her name is Marianne. She's an excellent teacher. And she has some things on there about soul fragments. She's the one who was teaching me about how important it is to integrate them. If you don't, they disassociate. They fly off somewhere else. You can have more trauma happening to you in the now, which will result in more soul fragments. Very bad. So we don't want to bring back soul fragments without integrating them. So you got to find out what was wrong with them. Get in touch with your inner self. And you can ask your higher self too. Your higher self will know. You just need to meditate and just listen. So we will work on Malvin next. So Malvin, I'm shuffling for you, dear. And I'm going to pull a card that represents the serious side or fundamentals of the relationship. And a card that represents the not so serious side of the relationship. A card representing the mental. A card representing the emotional. A card representing the spiritual. And a card representing the physical. This is so interesting already, Malvin, because first of all, I don't know if you can see this. Here, I'll lift them up. First of all, you have two wands that are sitting on your fundamentals. So you have the Queen of Wands and the Prince of Wands sitting on your fundamentals. And then on your mental, your Six of Swords, you have a mental card, which is the Queen of Swords. And then on your emotional card that represents the heart, you have an emotional card representing the heart. Same thing with the spiritual. See? And the same thing with the physical. Interesting. So, that's the first time that's happened today, but let's see how we do. Okay, so Malvin, first of all, for your serious side of the relationship, here we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, if I remember right, I believe she's inspiration. Yeah. So, she says to you, Malvin, that you need to feel inspired. You need to be a charismatic, self-assured person who knows how things must be done. Behave like royalty. Parties and other gatherings are going to benefit you right now. Find a creative project that fully occupies you and inspire others. So that's the serious, more serious side of the relationship. And again, on a spiritual level. So then we have the not so serious side of the relationship, which will be represented by that Prince of Wands. So the Prince of Wands is ambition. So saying you need to move from where you are now to where you know that you should be to increase your effectiveness in the world. There's nothing wrong with ambition. You need to be a pioneer, take calculated risks, do not brag, just do it. So that's the not so serious side of the relationship. Are you following, Malvin? Okay. So then we have a Queen of Swords representing your mental feelings about the relationship. So the Queen of Swords will tell you about your independence. So on the mental or thinking side of the relationship, it says you need to be independent. Empathy may distract you. Think with your head, not with your heart. Devote your full attention and concentration to your situation, or the volume of information will overwhelm. Tell it like it is. UBS is here. Oh, I wonder if I can get in a package. Maybe. Nope, neighbors. Okay. All right, Malvin. So then the Eight of Hearts is representing... Oh, a private reading right now is just $20. Puff, puff, pass. And you can do that anytime. You can prepay in Super Chat below. You see where it says the money sign? You can do it there. Or you can just message me and we'll set up a reading. We just have to agree on a time. Which I like to do personal readings in the evening. Between 7 and 10 Central Standard Time works best for me. So anytime then. And it can be any day then too, really. So we just got to agree on a time. So we're working still. Message on info page. Message or info page. I don't know what you mean. You can leave me a comment and I'll just get back to you on it. Or you can also follow me on Instagram at Fairy Frequency. Or you can private message me somehow on YouTube. Some people have done it. I don't know how it works like that, but some people have done that. You'd probably be better off getting a hold of me on Instagram or just put a comment and let me know. So the Eight of Hearts here for Malvin is representing the heart of the relationship. So I'm pretty sure, is that sacrifice, if I remember right? Yeah. So you need to be more aware of the physical, mental, or emotional sacrifices that are or will become involved in the present situation, Malvin. It says you need time to heal. Your heart. Do you know what that's talking about? Yeah. Okay. So then, oops, I wanted to read that backwards again. So then you have a Four of Wands that is representing the spiritual side. And on that spiritual side here is completion. So you need to ceremoniously acknowledge and celebrate the completion of an important course of action. Give thanks for the support, friendship, and good things in your life. Enjoy mutual support with another and feel complete. What do you mean, Anna Nicole? I'm some lost. You're not sure how you do it, but you can on YouTube. I have gotten some. Oh yeah, message, the private message. Good morning, Raven Wolf Channel. Happy Valentine's Day. Do you want more on that, Malvin? On that completion? Do you want a clarification on the completion card? You got it. Okay, so it's suggesting a Queen of Hearts here with that completion. So the Queen of Hearts in that spiritual position, she's probably a past queen. She's empathy, saying empathizing with human frailty, yours included, thinking with your heart, not with your head. Learn how those in need cope with life's challenges and share your knowledge. Be aware of getting too close and hug someone you care about. So, does that fill in the blanks for you, Malvin? Yeah. So, emotional queen. Yes. Okay, so then the Four of Pentacles is in the physical side of the relationship, which actually shows possessiveness here. So it's going to say to you that you need to hold on to what you have. You're managing and guarding it carefully. Things must be put in order and in proper perspective. Reflect on your self-worth and what is valuable to you. It is time for you to think like an executive. Does that make sense, Malvin? It's kind of a heavy reading. Okay, cool, good. All right, well, we'll put Malvin's away. And we'll work next on Hollerita. Hollerita, are you here still? Hollerita. You're very welcome, Malvin. Yeah, it was an interesting reading. A lot to think about there. These cards, I gotta tell you guys too. And I've always liked them for doing relationship spreads too. But I've read with these cards more than any other cards. This is not my first deck, but this is the first deck. Oh, okay. Can you listen now, Hollerita? Because I'm ready to read for you. So yeah, I feel like they're a little bit heavier than the fairy cards. Fairy cards are more light, and they try to keep things on a real self-esteem level. But these cards are also positive in that sense that they're not as heavy as some of the other decks. No, Anna Nicole Channel, you did not. You're further down the list, hun. About halfway down the list. So we're working on Hollerita next. Oh, no, you're okay. It's okay. You're just down a little bit. You have time to get something done if you need to. Could go and do the channel rates if you like. So I'm working on Hollerita now. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles that's going to represent represent the fundamentals of the relationship, and the King of Pentacles representing the not so serious side of the relationship. And then we have the Strength card representing the mental, and the Three of Wands representing the emotional. The Wheel of Fortune will represent the spiritual, and the Princess of Hearts will represent the you're very welcome, darling, the physical side of things. So for Hollerita, first of all, we have a Ten of Pentacles that is in the position of the fundamentals and the serious side of the relationship. So with that Ten of Pentacles, it's going to show you protection. So here you have a protection card saying you need to make your base secure. Draw support and protection from your past ties and also your rich family traditions. If you invest conservatively and do not gamble, your success is assured. You may have found your own dynasty. That's really cool, Hollerita. So, and usually I see this card a lot when it has to do with an estate. Like, I always feel like it's attached to the family estate. Like inheritance and things like that would be passed on from family. So then you have this King of Pentacles, which is representing the not so serious side of the relationship for Hollerita. This King of Pentacles here tells you pragmatism. So he's saying you need to be pragmatic and you play the political game well. Interact comfortably with everyone, no matter what their status. Get down to the basics and learn to be natural by watching the ways of animals. Working with your hands will also benefit you. So, and that King of Pentacles, he could also be, like on the mastery level, I'm thinking that he would represent someone in your life. A man that's pragmatic or political kind of man, thinks about politics. I was just thinking I need a drink of tea, Manic. Okay, and I hope Hollerita's hearing all this because she's on her way home, I think. So, and we have a Strength card that is representing her on the mental side. And you guys, by the way, you know that I've never done this constellation before. I knew about it, I've just never actually tried it. So I'm trying it out on you. Thank God you're parked, right? So we have the Strength card here representing a brave heart for Hollerita on the mental side of things. And it's telling her the gift is the brave heart. So you need to develop true strength And to do so, balance the aspects of you that are human, animal, and divine. It may seem impossible, but with love, kindness, and a brave heart, you can bring all of these things into balance. So, oh, and I just noticed you guys gave me the world. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome, Manic. You can nap for a little bit. You're down the list. Yep, you got time. So then we have a Three of Wands in the position of your emotional. Double checking to see if Hollerita said anything. I haven't seen her say anything for a minute. I'm not worried about it, though. If you're driving, just listen. So the Three of Wands shows an opportunity on the heartfelt side or the emotional side. So you need to become more aware of opportunities that exist for you right now. There may be more than you are aware of. To best see and take advantage of them, you must concentrate, cooperate, and remain open-minded. So this is a very spiritual opportunity card that is on the heart. So then we'll read the next card, which is the Wheel of Fortune, coming into your spiritual feelings about the relationship. Yes, it is nice so far. And it represents another gift. And this one will be, so here we have the gift of a brave heart or strength. And now we have a gift of cycles. So this cycles is telling you, you need to be as lucky as you are skilled. Maybe even more so in this instance. Luck comes most often when opportunity, preparation, and skill meet. Study the various arts and sciences devoted to cycles and timing. So that is on the spiritual side of relationship. It's all about that timing and the clocks. And then you have the Princess of Hearts, who ends up representing the physical side of the relationship. And she is all about that tenderness. So in that position, she tells you that you need to concentrate on the communication of tender feelings, hunches, and dreams. That you are pregnant with romantic ideas and even idolized fancies. You will balance your logic and intuition, and you will then see them born into your life. So that is Hollerita's. That's fine. I hope you liked it. So yeah. Cool. That was a very cool reading. So next we have Kyoko Liggins. Kyoko, are you still here, darling? There you are. Okay, so we're going to think about your relationship that you want to think about today. And remember, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be any relationship that you want to think of, that you have a concern with or want to know more about. So, all right. So, Kyoko, we have the King of Wands representing your fundamentals of the relationship on the serious side. The Temperance or the Balance card representing the not so serious side of the relationship. The Prince of Hearts represents the mental. The Ten of Swords represents the hearts. The Three of Hearts will represent the spiritual. And the World is representing the physical. All right, Kyoko. So to begin with, you have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is representing the fundamentals of the relationship on the more serious side. So, King of Wands, for you, dear, showing dynamism. And so, in that serious side of the relationship, you need to act dynamically to get your way. You are confronting your strengths and your weaknesses. Once they are clearly seen, you will then use the self-knowledge to your advantage. A truly scientific, mathematical approach will work best for you. Yeah, it is. It's a pain. If you didn't get the flu, I feel like it settled into your head. And I curb it with green tea, and I've been eating bee pollen and honey, and that helps a lot too, because I think it's allergy related too. Probably allergic to heavy metals. Not the music, but the minerals. Yeah. Right? Okay. So, the temperance card for you, Kyoko, is representing the not so serious side of the relationship and is also a gift. The gift is balance. So, and patience. Yes. So, for that, patience. You need to be patient so that you can act with timing and precision. You will test yourself. Do you feel anxious, or are you in harmony with the practical considerations and natural laws? Learn how to mix, blend, stir, and wait. Does this make sense to you, Kyoko? Me too, my sky. Microdose. Okay. Good. Okay, so then you have a Prince of Hearts that is representing your mental side of this relationship that we're talking about. And he's all about charm. So it's on your mind here. So you need to be charming and attractive to others, regardless of their sex, while you're still expressing the romantic, poetic view of life in your own unique way. You may also be in love with love itself. You need to explore your sexuality carefully. So that is on the mental side of things. Now, on the emotional side of things, you have a Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is not a good card. It means ruin. So you have some ruin that happened in your heart before. And it's showing so it says, you need to know that the worst is over. Though the hopes and the dreams of the past were dashed, there is new ones coming, and they're rising in time. If words cannot comfort a wound this deep, then you might need to meditate on it and let some of that worry go. So there was this past ruinous relationship that's holding you back a little bit. It's bugging your heart. Does it make sense, Kyoko? And remember, you guys, if you need clarification, don't hesitate to tell me you need clarification. But if you know what the card's talking about, you won't need clarification. I see yes there, but I don't know if that was yes from the last question or from this one. Okay, good. Okay, just checking. I want to make sure that we're still on the same page too. Some of these cards are hard. The Three of Hearts here is in the spiritual views of the relationship. So the Three of Hearts would tell you, if I can find it. Okay, so it is about opportunity. No, that's Wands. I apologize. Backwards. It's celebration. And I should have known that. Anyways, Three of Hearts often comes up when there's three lovely ladies involved in your life. They're usually three feminine forces that are going on with you. This could be three daughters. It could be three sisters, three aunts, three friends, three feminine people that are in your life that are very important. So here they are showing a celebration in the spirit side of things. So it's saying you need to feel filled with gratitude for life's gifts and to celebrate with those that you care about. Pay attention to the quality of the food that you drink, the food that you eat and drink. This is a time when enjoying yourself is as important as working hard. That really got me, though. Pay attention to the quality of your food and drink. That's really interesting. And then the next card is the World. What allergy? Oh, allergic to heavy metal music? Yeah, no, I'm not allergic to heavy metal music. Okay, so the physical side here is the World. So this is another gift, and the gift is culmination. And you did have a lot of gifts in this reading, Kyoko. We had the culmination, and we had the well, I guess we had temperance too. So we have this patience and we have culmination for your gifts. Okay, so you need to attain a degree of understanding that enables you to graduate to a higher level and enjoy real success. This rare time of culmination must be identified and honored. As the old cycle ends, inappropriate habits must be left behind. Does that make sense? It's pretty awesome, actually. You're graduating to a higher level and enjoying real success. Yeah, good. Glad you liked it. So, okay, next we have Miranda Moonchild. Miranda Moonchild? Are you still here, darling? Oh, and Ravenwolf Channel. And Naomi Starling were the last ones to come in. And My Skies 5D, but I think you heard this already. So the Hermit card, which happens to be Ravenwolf Channel's soul symbol. Oh, that's perfect. You're very welcome, Kyoko. So this tells us for all of us today that we are finding or becoming a mentor, that we are taking a break from society and making a commitment to our spiritual growth. Yes, some of you may have noticed that you recently got a wrench. If you're here often enough, and I know you're positive enough to handle a wrench, you will end up with one. The best way to get a wrench is to be very positive and thoughtful with your words and comments, and respectful, of course, and watchful of new people that gather. And then you just use your wrench for positive powers. So only to tighten loose bolts of negativity. Yes. So the best way to get a wrench, because I unfortunately cannot hand you a wrench from this screen, but the best way to get a wrench is to be positive and leave us a positive comment on one of our videos. And if I've seen you often enough, you will get your wrench. Next time you come in, you'll find you have the blue. And this kind of helps me keep track of who's new too. So, like Miranda Moonchild is pretty new. I think she's been here a couple of times, but I haven't seen her comment on any videos yet. So I will forget you too. That's another thing. I have a terrible memory. And unfortunately, I forget people after the chat is over. So the best way to interact with me, make sure my memory is firing, is to leave us some really brilliant comments. And we like to follow you back too. So we will be glad to be supportive. And we actually are pretty darn supportive. We try really hard to keep up. So as I'm mixing for Miranda Moonchild. And Miranda, here we go. So I have the Sun card representing the serious side of the relationship. Ooh, cool. And the Star card representing the not so serious side of the relationship. Dang. The Magician is representing the mental side of the relationship. Wow. The Death card, don't be afraid of it, just means transformation, is representing the emotional side of things. This is crazy. The Emperor card is representing the spiritual side of things. And the Five of Swords is representing the physical side of things. This is all gifts, except for the Five of Swords. So, okay. So you have the gift of the Sun, the Star, the Magician, the Death card, and the Emperor card. So here we go. Let's start with the Sun. The Sun represents the very serious side of the relationship. So with the Sun, and that's going to mean radiance for you. So it says, you need to share your highest qualities and achievements. Radiate who you are and what you are doing always and always. Shine love on those you care about. Be strong and a paternal figure and support all efforts to grow. It was an incredible draw. So, Miranda, keep with me on this because I'm really interested in your thoughts as we go. And if you need clarification, just let me know. So then we have a Star representing the not so serious side of the relationship. And that's all about illumination and enlightenment. So here we have, you need to be the star of your show and experience a time of joy, wonder, hope, and healing. Relax and reestablish your connection with your body and the illumination of spiritual realities. Dwell on the good. So that's pretty awesome. And then, if I wasn't dropping all the cards, stay. Okay. You need to rest. Okay. So the next card here we have is the Magician card, representing communication and energy. So he is saying that on the mental side of things, that you need to personally manipulate things to turn your desires into reality. You're tapping the infinite energy of the universe with visualization. Inventory your resources, use them to manifest the creative control you seek. Wow, Miranda. So, okay, let me give you a visualization because it directly linked that. You ready? So this is also going to be what crowns you. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think about this. This is on your mind. It would be good for you to focus your available energies to accomplish your goals. So now close your eyes and visualize your 7 energy centers that are running from the base of your spine to the top of your head and see and feeling them pulling in the infinite energy from the universe. So then you have the death card is in the position of your heart. I know, this is really intense. I'm blown away by the amount of gifts here. So transformation on your heart. It says you need to profoundly transform yourself or a situation. If you cannot transform the situation, then you must be willing to let it go. What has outlived its time must pass away to make way for the new growth. Again, wow on that. Are you still following? It's hard for you to let go. Well, you can use that visualization energy, the energy of the magician that I was just telling you about. You balance your chakras, and then you can make that happen so that it doesn't block you. The next card you have is the Emperor, which stands for achievement, and that is in the spiritual position of the relationship. So with that, he would say to you, you need to be recognized as a strong, imposing figure of unquestioned achievement and authority. Focus your attention completely on your goal. You must not reveal your real plans, your feelings, or your weaknesses. Status is vital. So it is really telling you on the spiritual side of things, you need to completely take charge. And then you have 5 of Swords that is in the position of your physical. So here it is. That 5 of Swords is 5 of Swords, sorry. 5 of Swords is showing defeat on the physical level. So it's saying you need to learn about surrender and defeat. The time of defeat is the best time to sow the seeds of future successes. You may have gotten what you wanted, but it wasn't satisfying you. Be careful what you wish for. It's Miranda Moonchilds. What do you think, Miranda? Are you going it alone right now? Are you independent? Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. You have a lot of gifts there, though. You really do. And that there's so many things that are like showing you with this independence and this achievement. Wow. You have to take charge. I think you have to take charge of the situation. But of course, it's what you make it, too. Hi, Michelle Nugent. How are you? Got an appointment coming up? Yes, hugs to you, Miranda. All right. The hard ones are hard. Yeah, You definitely do. You definitely are using those cards to take charge of it. Look how many gifts, though, Miranda. Let's just point that out before we get stuck on the defeat. Let's point this out again. So you have a gift of radiance and warmth. You have a gift of illumination. You have a gift of energy and communication. You have a gift of transformation. And you have a gift of achievement. Miranda, you took all the gift cards. She sure did, didn't she? Look at them. That's a lot of gifts, dear. So tap into these. Tap into the warmth and radiance, the illumination, the energy, the transformation, and the achievement. Take charge of it. You got this. You do. So we don't have to concentrate on that when we can use these to defeat. Got me? So, okay. So next we would go to Just Squad, if Just Squad's still here. Awesome. Good, Miranda. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, you need to keep us posted, too. Keep us posted on how things are going with this. I'm looking for Just Squad next. Has anybody seen Just Squad? Just... Aw, we love you too, Miranda. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Yeah. But she has a lot of gifts to defeat the defeat. You can't see me? Michelle, try going out and coming back in. Refresh. Anybody else having troubles? It looks good on my end. Okay. Just Squad, one more time. Just Squad, are you here, dear? Okay, good. Awesome. All right, just try refreshing it, Michelle. Rainbow, are you still here, darling? Rainbow. You guys got me up to 25 likes. That's 5 plus 2, which is 7. That is all about that determination and motion. We're in motion right now. Traveling. Rainbow. Rainbow. There you are, Duck. I see you. Okay, I'm not seeing Rainbow right now, so we'll go back to that if we get time. Debbie R. Debbie R is next. Debbie, you ready? Aw, thank you, Miranda. I appreciate that. It's awesome. You guys are the best. You really are. Give me all this watch time. So, Debbie. Is Debbie still in the house? No, Debbie left? We'll mark her off. If I don't see her answer. Oh, there she is. Okay, gotcha. All right, Debbie. You're next. I can't find Just Squad or Rainbow, so we're going to work on yours. All right, Debbie. So we'll start first with the card that represents the serious side of the relationship, and then a card that represents the not-so-serious side of the relationship. So we have the Five of Pentacles representing the serious side, the Hermit representing the not-so-serious side, the Princess of Swords represents the mental side, the Nine of Pentacles representing the emotional side. The Justice card will represent the spiritual side, and this one just fell off. It was the Tower card, which represents the physical side. Okay, so for Debbie, we have first the Five of Pentacles representing the not-so-serious side of things. And of course, Pentacles is on the physical, but on the fundamentals here, showing anxiety, Debbie. It says, you need to learn to cope with stress and anxiety. Worries can paralyze your actions until you face their source. Focus on the present and do what you can with what you have. Now, stress management is a vital concern. So that is on the serious side. Now, on the not so serious side, we have the Hermit card, which is showing that introspection. So, you need to develop the true power of a master. To do so, be content to be alone or with only those on your level. Do not waste time and energy on those not ready or not worthy. Introspection is required for self-mastery. Are you following me, Debbie? Okay, Manic, you still got a little bit of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're 10 away. Unless some of those people aren't here, and then I'll skip over them and come back to them later if we have time. All right, Debbie. So the Princess of Swords is representing the mental side of things. So on the mental part of the relationship, or the thinking level of the relationship, the Princess of Swords is talking about your ideas. So she says, you need to appreciate and communicate your ideas, information, and theories, Debbie. Abstract thinking can help you see weak spots in the plans and systems. New information will produce surprises. Beware of gossip and protect your privacy. So that is on the thinking side of things. The Nine of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Michelle. I wonder if it's your speakers, darling. I think everybody else is here, and maybe it's an internet issue or something. Mine's not showing a bad connection right now. I don't know what's going on. So the Nine of Pentacles here will represent Debbie's heart, and that is abundance in the relationship. Oh, it's working now? Okay, good. I don't know what's going on. YouTube's probably messing with me. They're messing with you. They're messing with us all. So anyways, Debbie, in the heart position and the Nine of Pentacles for abundance, saying you need to be self-reliant, independent, and free. You need to learn about your body and how Mother Nature provides all that is needed. Treat your health as your greatest wealth and get out into the natural world and do your part. Awesome. So your heart wants you to go outside. Oh, your doctor's office. Yep, that's probably causing troubles. So, Debbie, then in the spiritual part of it, you've got the Justice card, and that will be a gift to you. Are outside. That's awesome. I love it. You're on top of it, lady. You got it going on. So, Debbie, you're cracking me up. So, the Justice card here, and that's about truth, Debbie. So in the spiritual side of things, it says, you need to know and speak the truth and perceive it in the words and deeds of others. Be fair and just with all, and you will soon be able to detect dishonesty in yourself and others. Learn the rules that govern what you are involved with. So that is on the spiritual side of things. And was there other gifts? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the Hermit card. So far you've got the introspection and you've got the truth as gifts. And then you end up with the Tower card in the position of the physical attributes or the physical feelings about the relationship, which is actually represents a crisis here. So it's saying that you need to revolutionize an important aspect of your situation. You may feel very desperate or that you're willing to upset everything and everyone to end a crisis. Volatile or nervous energy may be released suddenly. So you're stressed. And you're going to blow up if you don't. It seems to me like you need to get in touch with nature more and be introspective more so that you don't have this ultimate blow up. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But you're on it already. You're out there. Are you feeling good? Oh, are you leaving, Jan? Me too. Yeah. I love nature walks. That always makes me feel better. I saw you say goodbye. I gotta stop watching you guys say goodbye to each other because then I think you're leaving and I'm like, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. And then you guys think I'm leaving. And it's a whole big communication breakdown. Yeah. And we just rip the magician card in half because we have no more communication or energy on the whole situation. Just kidding. Deplorable duck. No, it won't. Nature is so good for you. So I got Pappy Pinnell next. Do we have Pappy in the house? Pappy Pinnell. Pappy, you still here listening? Duck. Says deplorable duck while he's swimming in a pond eating reeds. You're welcome, Debbie. So one more time. Pappy Pinnell. No Pappy. Okay, Marty R. Marty R. I feel like I'm about to say Hardy Har when I say Marty R. Marty, are you still here? Debbie, you are a sweetheart. Marty. No Marty. No Pappy, no Marty. All right, Deb Sunshine. Deb Sunshine. There she is. Okay, so we're going to work on Deb next. So Deb, which means Anna Nicole Channel will be next, just saying. So Deb, we're going to shuffle cards for you now. And we'll look at the serious side of the relationship. And we'll look at the not so serious side of the relationship. And the mental side. And the emotional side. The spiritual side. And the physical side. Okay, Deb, so we have a Four of Swords representing the serious side, a Princess of Pentacles representing the not so serious, a Two of Swords represents the mental, an Eight of Wands representing the heart, Ace of Pentacles representing the spiritual, and an Eight of Pentacles representing the physical. So, to begin with, Deb, first of all, we have a Four of Swords. So that Four of Swords will be about seclusion. And that is on the serious side of the relationship. And it's saying you need seclusion to deal properly with your situation. You retreat from pain and conflict and distractions. You rid yourself of stress and anxiety. Ground and recharge yourself, looking inward for a real change. Meditate daily. You can. So on the serious side of the relationship, it's telling you that you need to meditate and take time to seclude yourself. Okay, good. Then on the not so serious side of the relationship, we have this Princess of Pentacles. So the Princess of Pentacles will tell you about your practicality. And she's saying here on the not so serious side, you need to concentrate on the communications of practical matters, useful information and values. Trust your natural instincts. There is a new business idea that is near. Take notes, make lists, keep records and receipts safe and secure. So that is on the not so serious side of the relationship, but it still kind of feels serious, like you're serious on both sides. So then the Two of Swords would represent balance, and that is in the mental or the mindset of the relationship on the thinking level. So, and of course, all twos will represent balance, but this one actually means balance. So it says, you are taking a break from the usual ways of thinking, seeing, and doing to consider alternative ideas and viewpoints. Rest and relaxation are very important now. Be diplomatic and compromise or let things stand as they are. Does that make sense, Deb? The Eight Pretty balanced. Good. The Eight of Wands is representing the heart of the relationship. And of course, the Eight of Wands is also a spiritual card. So you have a spiritual card on your heart here. And the Eight of Wands will show you signals. Okay, so Deb, it says, you need to make your intentions perfectly clear before you take action. Plans, directions, and messages of love, romance, and appreciation must be communicated and understood. Do it and do it now. Don't waste any time. Are you feeling that one? Do you want a clarification on it, Deb? Yep, okay. So we'll take the Hangman card. So it's telling you to get another perspective. So we'll mix that with that, the signals, and it's telling you to get that whole new perspective. So suspension. You need to get in touch with why you were feeling restricted or stuck. The suspension of progress may occur if learning is reaching a plateau. If things are seen from a new perspective, then change can occur. You may not be you are not being punished unjustly. So there's some kind of karma here that you're dealing with on that. And it's telling you to get a whole new idea or perspective on it. So if you could just look at it a different way and recognize the signals. There's these signals. And it's telling you to go and communicate those messages of love. Did you remember that from the signals? I'm going to read that one to you again. So the Eight of Wands saying you need to make your intentions perfectly clear before you take action. Plans, directions, and messages of love, romance, and appreciation must be communicated and understood. Do it and do it now. Do not waste time. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. And using that gift of suspension or looking at things differently. Hi, Jessie. How did it go? Happy Valentine's Day, honey. Jessie Greenhagen. Okay, so next step, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which shows a reward, and that is in the spiritual side of things. So, Ace of Pentacles, talking about that reward, says you need to attain a new level of material wealth and earthly power. It may come to you as the materialization of an idea, a gift, an inheritance, a bonus, a promotion, or other reward. The chance for financial gain is real. So that's a trip that the finances got involved in the spiritual side of things right there. But it's a reward on the spiritual level is what I'm thinking. So the Eight of Pentacles is in the position of your physical and how you feel about it on a physical level. So that is craftsmanship. And so it's saying you need to approach your situation as a skilled craftsperson would. Hi, Christopher. I'll get you on the list. Study your subject and learn as you work. Attend to all details with love and skill and avoid perfectionism. Do not think about results or rewards, which is odd because you had that reward card right before that one. Very interesting, Deb. You are a craftsman. That is so funny. So it makes sense then? Well, I don't want you to get your signals crossed. I want you to make sure that you listen to that signals card. You got to communicate those feelings of love. That's so important, though, and I don't want you to miss out on that because that was on your heart. Make sense? Okay, good. All right, so next I had Anna Nicole channel. Anna Nicole channel. Oh, you guys, I need some more tea and a fan because it's getting hot in here. You're very welcome. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Deb. I'm trying to tie my hair up, and I want more tea and a fan. I'll be right back, you guys. Alright, there's the fan part. Green tea is so good. Alright. Alright, did we find Anna Nicole channel? Oh, much love to you too, Deb. We'll see you next time. So, Anna Nicole channel. There she is. Anna, you're still here, right? I saw you say that you were praying. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going back and reading Jesse's too. That's awesome. Very good news, Jesse. Okay, so we're working on Anna Nicole channel next. So Anna Nicole channel will start with the serious side of the relationship, which will be represented by the Five of Wands. Then we have the Three of Swords representing the not so serious side of the relationship. And then the Seven of Wands is representing the mental side of the relationship. And the Prince of Swords representing the heart of the relationship. The Two of Hearts represents the spiritual side of the relationship. And then the Fool card is representing the physical outcome or the physical views of the relationship. So, Anna Nicole channel, starting with your Five of Wands, which shows some competition here. So, Five of Wands is in the serious side of the relationship. Already see competition. So, you need to experience what competition really means and requires. You respect your opponent, but you stand up for your point of view. Refuse to be a victim. Fight the tendency towards frustration, anger, hate, and prejudice. So, competition on the serious side of the relationship there. Do you know what that's talking about? Yes. Three of Swords is in the not so serious side of the relationship, but that is a sorrow card. So here we have that. I went too far. Okay. So it's saying you need to get in touch with pain and sorrow. If you deny that they exist, that will lead you to loss, hostility, and even disease. Though life sometimes is meaningless, there is recovery. It just takes faith, self-love, forgiveness, and time. And you need to count your blessings. So, sorrow in the relationship and competition. Father Frequency, hi. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, awesome. And I have my heart right here, which I intend on opening as soon as I get done. Father Frequency got me this for Valentine's Day. Yummy. So I'm looking forward to that, and we're going to dinner tonight. It's going to be awesome. Do you want a clarification on that sorrow, Anna Nicole channel? Okay, you got it. So it's an Ace of Wands, so it's initiation on a spiritual level even. So there was a test. You knew what the competition was though, right? And then you have the sorrow, and it was over a test or an initiation. So that is saying aces are always new beginnings too. But if it didn't get accomplished, it can cause blocks. So here you have a need to be instinctive, creative, and passionate. You were being initiated. Do not second guess yourself. Go on. First impressions. Make the first move. Try to see through in all illusions. You may experience a breakthrough. Okay, cool. All right, so then the next card we have is the Seven of Wands, which Seven of Wands is going to represent the mental side of things. So that will show courage. So courage on your mind, dear. You need to know what courage really means. You go forward in spite of your fears. Defend the things that you love. Don't compromise your position. You may need to go it alone. You need to come out from behind your defenses and act. Yes, please, to what? You gotta give me a little more than that. I'm sorry, honey. Yes. You understand it? Is that what you meant? Do you understand it? Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I'm not sure if that was the one that you said before or if there was a new one. I have a hard time telling if there's a lag or if I read it already or missed something. So the Prince of Swords is in the heartfelt position. And the Prince of Swords, I believe, is reliability. So let's have a look at that. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong about that. He's ingenuity. So he's talking about you need to think of ways to turn your ideas into reality. You're developing your skills, your ingenuity, and your self-esteem. Otherwise, frustration and defensiveness will cause you trouble. Respond now with cleverness, outspokenness, and foresight. You do understand and see forward. Okay, good. So, but see how that card related back to the defensiveness and the competition? It keeps talking, all talking about the same situation. So then, Two of Hearts is in the spiritual position, which is romance. So that is showing, it's showing you that you need the clear, nurturing, supportive, and heartfelt exchange of emotions that is the gift of a romantic relationship. Though a good familial or business relationship may do instead. Learn what romance truly means. Okay, good. And then here we have the Fool card, which will show trust. So it all bottoms out to trust, dear. And so that is in the position of the physical views of the relationship, of course. So here it is saying you need to trust that you are a spirit born into the flesh. You enjoy life and grow and experience. Take a chance and see what happens. Be as open as a child. Risk seeming a bit foolish, naive, or optimistic. A sense of humor will be very vital. So, and yes, and the Fool is very childlike too. So you're rediscovering a little bit of your childhood and being like you were when you were young. Does that make sense? And stop being so defensive. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day, Raven. Or Anna Nicole channel. I'm all mixed up. I apologize. Yes, all the same. Good. Good. Alright, Anna Nicole channel. Alright, next we have Old Crow. Is Old Crow still here? Old Crow. I'm a bumbling, mumbling mess today, I tell you what. Old Crow. Old Crow in the house. Old Crow. Okay. Renee Ward. Renee Ward. I wonder what it would look like if... Oh, wow, that's really cool. That is so awesome. Look at this, guys. I need to clean this, but how about that? Boy, you could really see all the details that way. But I need to clean it. Isn't this neat? It reminds me of Jumanji. And somebody spilled coffee on it. I bet I did that. Look at it. It has like a giant... Sorry. There's my distraction. Want to see my turquoise up close? Look at that. Oh, wow. Isn't that neat? Can you see my rings? Okay, anyway, sorry. I get distracted by stupid stuff like that. You're very welcome, the Anna Nicole channel. Okay, so Renee Ward, one more time. Renee Ward, going once, going twice. Renee Ward. Renee. I know, right? That thing is cool. I might keep that. I need to wash it first, though. It's got coffee on it or something. Okay, so I got Milky Way Weekly next. Milky Way Weekly. Are you still here, dear? Milky Way Weekly. Milky Way Weekly. Some people might have fell asleep while I was talking. Pretty good at that. Oh, now that the fan's on, I'm starting to get cold. Okay, so Milky Way Weekly left. Maybe. Milky Way Weekly. Alright. That one off. Stardust. Stardust, are you still here? Stardust. Stardust. Nice. Yes, it is Miranda Moonchild. Try showering with 2 of them because I had twins and I had to shower with 2. Hello, Family Wizard. Hi. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. So, okay, where was I? Stardust. Stardust. Hello, Stardust. I like that. Family Wizard. That's a cool name. Yeah, it was tough. Really tough. Awesome. Okay, so it's Stardust. Going once, going twice. So next we have Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily? Tiger Lily, are you still here, dear? Yes. Okay. So we're working on you, dear. Tiger Lily, first card will be the serious fundamentals of the relationship. Then the not so serious fundamentals of the relationship. The mental fundamentals of the relationship. The emotional fundamentals of the relationship. And then spiritual and the physical. Cool. All right, Tiger Lily. So first of all, for your serious side of the relationship, we have a 2 of Pentacles. And remember, those 2s are always about balance. So 2 of Pentacles, and again, on the physical side of things. And then the 4 of Hearts representing, hello, the 4 of Hearts represents the not so serious side of the relationship. And then we have the 10 of Wands representing the mental side of the relationship, or the mental thoughts about the relationship. And then for the emotional part, we have the Princess of Wands. And I'll show you these again as we go. And then the 7 of Hearts on the spiritual side of things. And the High Priestess on the physical side of things. So, to begin with, Tiger Lily, the Two of Pentacles would be, I think that's change, I'm pretty sure. And that's going to be on the serious side of the relationship. Try not to knock these cards off here. Stay there. You guys are supposed to be pillars. All right. So, yes, change. So it says, you need to be able to cope with change, Tiger Lily. For now, it might be better for you to keep 2 or more things going at once rather than focusing on one. You must stay centered while you stay flexible and keep informed. Know thyself. So that's the serious side of the relationship. Now, the not so serious side of the relationship shows the Four of Hearts, which is a reevaluation. So, on a heartfelt level, so you need to reevaluate things. If you are bored or dissatisfied with the status quo, avoid distractions and examine your heart of hearts to gain clarity. Crying over spilt milk or saying I told you so is not attractive. Does that make sense, Tiger Lily? Okay. Then you have a Ten of Wands representing the mental, the thinking level here. So that Ten of Wands, I believe that's oppression, yes? So, yeah. It says you need to stop working so hard. If you can't stop, then you need to conserve your energy and pace yourself. When you are overcommitted, everything becomes a strain. Delay making decisions if you're exhausted because that prevents good judgment. And that is on the mental side of things. A little bit of mental oppression going on. So then you have a Princess of Wands sitting on the heart. So this Princess of Wands here, she wants you to focus on impulsiveness. So she says, your heart, you need to be positive and spontaneous, but not impulsive. Your enthusiasm will impress others, but impatience or being quick to anger or lose interest can cost you and waste your time. Your actions will speak louder than your words. Still making sense? Yeah. Hi, Smoking K. I will add you to the list, dear. All right, Tiger Lily. So the next card was the Seven of Hearts, and it's in the position of your spiritual views of the relationships. So Seven of Hearts, and that one is telling you about illusion. So it says, you need to separate what is real from what is illusion. Now remember, this is on the spiritual side of things. Protect against unclear or wishful thinking. Learn the power of your sleeping and waking dreams. Avoid intoxication and escapism. And do not decide until you are sure. Are you following me? Okay, so then you have the High Priestess, which falls into the physical aspects of the relationship. So she's all about that intuition, and she would tell you on the physical side of things that you need to become more aware, receptive, intuitive, and even psychic. To do so, you need to know that you must get your ego out of the way and let forces of a higher power work through you. Learn to let chaos work for you. That's funny. I feel like I do that sometimes too. I do let chaos work for me. It's whatever. I'll be a stumbling, mumbling, bumbling fairy. It's all good. I can't help but be who I am. So, and of course, she would be your gift in this reading too. So she, again, is going to tell you to trust that intuition. Don't second guess yourself. Just go with your gut instinct. You want more on her? Chaos. Yes, listen again. So you need to become more aware, receptive, intuitive, and even psychic. To do so, know that you must get your ego out of the way and let forces of higher power work through you. Learn to let chaos work for you. So it's just whatever it is. Like, it doesn't matter if it's chaotic. You'll be fine. I can pull another on it, though. Let's see. So, a King of Hearts. Let's talk about the King of Hearts. Alright, so the King of Hearts now in the physical position of the views of the relationship would talk to you and tell you about consideration. So let's let him be together with that High Priestess. So we're talking about this consideration and we're talking about this intuition here. So you need to be considerate as you counsel others. You may need to understand why there are strong feelings that have surfaced and how to best cope with them. Do not repress your emotions. You must see your life as a work of art. Miss ASMR doll, hi. Look, the card of the day is your card. Ooh, look, want to see it with the magnifying glass? It's a dirty magnifying glass today, but here we go. Yes. It is pretty. Hi, Manimal207. How are you? Let me get you guys on the list. Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Miss ASMR doll. And Manimal207. Got it. Okay. So where did Tiger Lily go? Let it be. Consideration. Do not repress your emotions. You must see your life as a work of art. Makes intersense. Thank you. I appreciate your time and kindness. Oh, yeah. You got it. You got it. I hope it helps you guys. So, happy Valentine's Day, Tiger Lily. So then, let's see who's next. Next on this list, I have Manic Sunshine. Manic Sunshine? Can you talk back, honey? Manic Sunshine. Thank you, darling. Manic, wherever you are. She might just have to go back and watch. For those that didn't get their relationship spread done, that left early, I'm going to do a daily tarot for them at the end when we're done with all this. So, no, I didn't do yours yet, Naomi. I have you on the list, though. Let's see. Next was Manic, and I didn't get an answer from Manic. No Manic. Okay. So we'll skip that one. Then we have Jan Sarlo next. Oh, yeah. Relationship spread today. And this one's completely new. Yep, you're after Jan, Deplorable Duck, Rachel Henson, My Skies 5D, then Naomi Starling. Nope. You are right after Jan. And there's Jan. Jan's heard. I mean here. Okay. Gotcha, Jan. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, we do have enough to do this. So there's like 7 cards here, Jan, and we need 6. Unless you want a clarification, then we might need 7, which would explain why there's 7. But let's do this. Okay, so the card that represents the serious side of the relationship will be the 8 of Swords. The card that represents the not so serious side of the relationship will be the King of Swords. The card representing the mental will be the 7 of Pentacles. The card representing the heart is the Ace of Hearts. Good one, Jan. The card representing the spiritual is the 10 of Hearts. and the card representing the physical is the Hierophant. So if you need this clarification card, we'll save it right there, Jan, and you let me know if you need it. So to start with, the first card is a Swords card, and it's representing the serious side of the relationship. So with that serious side of the relationship, 8 of Swords. So it's showing indecision, Jan. It says, you need to see the whole picture before you decide. If in times of doubt and confusion, do not act immediately. Look patiently within for answers for your higher mind. No one else can decide for you. An oracle can help you. Which this is kind of like an oracle too, you guys. Anytime that you're trying to find answers from cards and things like that, is a bit of an oracle. So that is the serious side of the relationship, Jan. Making sense so far? Indecision. The King of Swords represents the not so serious side of the relationship. And that's all about the intellect. Do you want more on that first one, Jan? I got please help, yes. I don't know if you meant clarify it or if that's what you were relating to the card. Okay, you got it. Okay. So then the King of Swords is next. The King of Swords is showing intellect. Good. And this is in the not so serious side of things. It says, you need to use your intellect to get your way. Your schooling and your knowledge of philosophy are important, but so are your idle thoughts and your daydreams. You can also solve problems by using history, rules, laws, and diplomacy. So, very smart. Now, the Seven of Pentacles represents the mind, or the thinking. So that Seven of Pentacles right here is going to show you frustration on your mind. It says you need to cope with frustration, Jan. If hard work is not paid off as you planned, remember that expectations are almost always unreasonable. There are no guarantees. Be grateful and focus on the present and do what you can with what you have. Are you feeling that one? Okay. And then you've got the Ace of Hearts, which is the love card, Jan. And it is on your heart, too, which is awesome. So this Ace of Hearts, again, always meaning a new beginning when you're talking about aces. So here we have the Ace of Hearts saying to Jan, you need to experience the feeling of a new love or of giving and receiving unconditional love. Give and accept love on a new level. Open your heart and let emotions move you. Your loving ways will magnetize love to you. That's really sweet. So that's on your heart. And then the Ten of Hearts will go into the position of your spirit here. So the Ten of Hearts... Yes. So the Ten of Hearts is success on the spiritual level. So it's saying you need to be more aware of how successful and respected that you are. You will never gain more than you have now until you empower yourself by appreciating what you have done. Success is really how you define it. Hi, Flower Nose. That's a cool name. So, Flower Nose, if you're new here, welcome. And anyone that's new here, welcome to our channel. We invite you to explore our original playlists and content. Make sure you leave a comment. One more, Jan. Make sure you leave a comment on one of our videos so that we can follow you too, because we like to be supportive too. So, Jan, you have the Hierophant in the physical position of the relationship. So this Hierophant is telling you about tradition and unity. And so it will also be a gift. So you need to be a teacher who passes on the wisdom of the past. To do so, act sure, serene, and merciful as you learn and teach proven techniques and traditions. A spiritual practice requires study. Does that make sense, Jan? And I'm looking back because on your spiritual, you had that 10 of hearts. And it related back to the spiritual. So that 10 of hearts was showing success. So that's what those two are related to each other. So that's awesome. We didn't even need that clarification card. So I will mix it back into the deck. We're going to mix all these back up again because we went through them all. Okay. And next, since we just did Jan, we have Deplorable Duck. So Deplorable Duck, are you ready? Awesome. Okay, let's get these cards mixed up. So Deplorable Duck and everybody else that's still here that hasn't had their cards read yet, I want you all to be thinking about your relationships, the relationship that you want to ask about today. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be a friend. It can be a family member. It can be anyone that you have a relationship concern with. So we'll just shuffle for that. And we'll be thinking about our relationships, loving relationships, and family relationships, whatever we're looking to gain clarity on today. Awesome. Whole new set of gifts. Oh, that King of Hearts keeps flipping over too. All right. So for Deplorable Duck, let's get these all organized here. All right. So for the serious side of the relationship, Deplorable Duck, I have a Prince of Pentacles. For the not so serious side of the relationship, I'm taking a Three of Pentacles. For the mental side of the relationship, I'm pulling that Hierophant. For the heartfelt side of the relationship, the King of Wands. For the spiritual side of the relationship, the Three of Swords. Aw, thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Jan. And Deplorable Duck, for the physical side of things, I pulled that Ace of Hearts. So awesome. Okay. So, you have friends, Manimal. You're here with us, enjoying, right? We're friends. So we'll start with the Prince of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles for Deplorable Duck on the serious side of the relationship. So Prince of Pentacles wants you to know, Deplorable Duck, about your reliability. So here we have it. You need to be part of the implementation of a new business idea. You need to be trustworthy, reliable, and a good provider. Speak seriously and only if you have something to say. Beware of being preoccupied with gain and possession. So that is on the serious side of things, Deplorable Duck. And it is a physical card too. So then you have the Three of Pentacles, which is representing the not so serious side of things. ASMR artists. Hi, how are you? Good to see you here. ASMR artists is amazing. We were over there this morning. I was just over there this morning watching ASMR artists do ASMR this morning with a heart and the tapping. Ooh, look, I brought my heart too. That my husband got this for me today. So I'm really excited because it's got some really tasty truffles in it. Okay, enough about that. Anyways, sorry. So yes, ASMR artists are wonderful. And ASMR artists, if you don't know Miss Doll, she's amazing too. So yes, everybody that loves ASMR should check out Miss ASMR Doll's channel and ASMR artists. Yes, big shout out for you both. Very much appreciated, darlings. So, okay, I have you on the list, and as soon as we get to you, then we'll draw your cards out and figure out what you're doing. So, we're actually working on relationships today. We got the Three of Pentacles for Deplorable Duck, and this is in the not so serious side of things. So, it's saying, Deplorable Duck, you need to do work that is satisfying to you, and you need to think of your work as tending your garden. You may need help, and it may be beneficial to share your work with a partner, but only if they are as conscientious as you. So that is the not so serious side of the relationship and the serious side of the relationship. Awesome. So then we have the King of Wands, which will represent, ASMR stands for auto sensory meridian response. There we go. Right? Now I have to think about it. Auto sensory meridian response, I believe. Okay, so anyway, and by the way, you guys, if you don't know this, we also have an ASMR playlist. It's called ASMR Fans, and there you go. Autonomous, that's it. Autonomous sensory meridian response. There we go. Look at these girls. They're like, look at their big words. Yep, it's awesome. So, and if you guys want to check out our ASMR playlist, it's called ASMR Fans, and it's mostly ASMR nature. We like to pet plants. We really love to pet plants and rocks and touch water and all of that good stuff. So, sorry, Deplorable, I'm still working on yours, and I got completely distracted. I apologize. I'm just so glad to see everybody. So, the King of Wands is representing let's go here first. The mental side of things. The Hierophant represented the mental side of things, which is the tradition card or the unity card. So, on the mental side of things, for Deplorable Duck, you need to be a teacher who passes on the wisdom of the past. To do so, act sure, serene, and merciful as you learn and teach proven techniques and tradition. A spiritual practice requires study. So that is on the mental side of things, Deplorable Duck, and will be a gift, too, the gift of tradition and unity. Spiritual teacher and light bringer is another word for the Hierophant. So then you have a King of Wands representing the heart of the relationship here. So the King of Wands will tell you about your dynamism, Deplorable Duck. So he's saying you need to act dynamically to get your way. Confront your strengths and weaknesses, and once they are clearly seen, you can use the self-knowledge to your advantage. A truly scientific, mathematical approach will work best for you. So that is on your heart. It's very interesting. Does that make sense to you? Power and pride are key issues. Okay. So then you have the Three of Swords, which is in the spiritual side of things. And that is a sorrow card. So there's some spiritual sorrow here. It says you need to get in touch with pain and sorrow. Denying that these exist leads you to loss, hostility, and disease. It says, though life sometimes seems meaningless, you can recover. Recovery will occur. It takes faith, self-love, forgiveness, and time, and remember to count your blessings. So that's going on a spiritual level. Are you still following me on that? Yes. Okay, but then you got the Ace of Hearts on the physical side of things. So the Ace of Hearts showing that love and a new beginning. Of all aces are new beginnings. So it says you need to experience the feeling of a new love or giving and receiving unconditional love. Give and accept love on a new level. Open your heart and let emotions move you. Your loving ways will magnetize love to you. Thank you, Flower Nose. Does that make sense to you, Deplorable Duck? Do you need another card on the love? Yes, do feel welcome. Thank you. One more. Okay. So, the Temperance card, which is patience. So, it'll tell you this. It'll say, to go with that, on the physical level, it'll show you a gift of patience and temperance. So it says you need to be patient so you can act with timing and precision. Test yourself. Do you feel anxious or in harmony with practical considerations and natural laws? Learn how to mix, blend, stir, and wait. So, love and patience. Well, yeah, art and temperance too. It is high balance card. Timing is everything. Yep, sure is. So, that's awesome, Flower Nose. That's some place to start. I like incense too. I don't burn it a whole lot though, because it gets in my nose, and then it makes me more sniffly. But I do burn it sometimes. I like frankincense and myrrh the best. Okay, so we did Deplorable Duck. And now we're going to do Rachel Henson. Rachel Henson, are you still here? I'm looking back to see. Rachel Henson, you're very welcome, Deplorable Duck. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Rachel Henson. Okay, Flower Nose. I love that name. Rachel Henson, one more time. Aw, so sweet. I don't see Rachel Henson. Okay, so that means My Sky's 5D is next. You ready, My Sky? My Sky's 5D. Front and center, boss. Thank you. I am a boss. Yes. Okay. So the Magician is going to represent the serious side of the relationship. The Eight of Hearts representing the not so serious side of the relationship. Queen of Pentacles on the mental side of things. Nine of Wands on the hearts. The World on the spirit. And the 10 of Pentacles on the physical. Okay, so My Sky, starting with the Magician, and you have two gifts here, the Magician and the World. So you have the gift of energy and the gift of culmination. Sorry, more tea. Okay, so the Magician to begin with, My Sky says, you need to personally manipulate things to turn your desires into your reality. You need to tap the infinite energy of the universe with visualizations. Inventory your resources and use them to manifest the creative control that you are seeking. I know, isn't it the best? Hello, beautiful. So, it sounds so pretty too. I love the way it sounds. And it always reminds me of you, Miss CSMR doll. Always, always. Yes. So, you're bossy just the way we like it. Always been bossy. I used to get that a lot when I was little. Alright, so My Sky, because you had that energy card and because it's asking you to tap that visualization, I'm going to give you your visualization too. So, it would be good for you to focus available energies to accomplish your goals. So, close your eyes and think about this. Visualize the 7 energy centers running from the base of your spine to the top of your head. See and feel them pulling in infinite energy from the universe. So you're actually using your chakras to pull that energy in. So that'll be the serious side of things. Now, the not so serious side of things shows the Eight of Hearts, which is a sacrifice here. So, my sky, it says you need to be more aware of the physical, mental, or emotional sacrifices that are or will become involved in this present situation. You may need to seek a cause that is more worthy of your efforts and sacrifice, and you need time to heal. Yes, definitely. But do you understand what that sacrifice is talking about too? You need time to heal. Okay, good, good. So then you've got your Queen of Pentacles, and she will represent your mental views about the relationship. So the Queen of Pentacles here will be telling you about your good fortune. So she says you need to protect your good fortune and that of those that you care about. Parties that provide you with social connections can greatly benefit you. Patronize the arts and enjoy your riches as best you can. It will pay off. So that's good. Good fortune on the mental side of things. The Nine of Wands is on your heart, which shows discipline. So you have this discipline on your heart. Nine of Wands, saying you need to be disciplined. The strength of your will, character, and body may soon be tested. Gather and preserve your resources now so you can confidently defend your position later. Stay faithful to your purpose. So that's awesome. And then the World card comes into play in the spiritual side of things. So again, another gift. And this was a perfect balance. It went straight from the Lovers to the Spirit with those gifts. So this one particular, culmination. Okay. So you need to attain a degree of understanding that enables you to graduate to a higher level and enjoy real success. This is the time of culmination, and it must be identified and honored. As the old cycle ends, inappropriate habits must be left behind. And then your Ten of Pentacles, which is a protection card, and that is on your physical views about the relationship. So this Ten of Pentacles, representing protection, tells you that you need to make your base secure. You draw support and protection from your past ties and your rich family traditions. If you invest conservatively and you do not gamble, your success is assured. You may have found your own dynasty. Does that make sense, my sky? Again, somebody had this earlier too, and the protection card, always feel like this one comes along with the state. Like it has to do with family or inheritance, but it comes from the estate. Like the home that you grew up in, kind of. Would you say, my sky? The age of Aquarius goes great with pronoia. Yeah, it does. I agree. Staying positive is very important. Too much negativity in the world. We got to bring more positivity into it. Oh, that's so cute, Jessie. That's awesome, my sky. And some of you might want to start doing that. A lot of people do that. Like in this book, it actually shows that you can write down your daily tarots. So you can keep a list of what's going on in your life. See, for instance, here's a daily log. This is what a daily log looks like. Hello, Aurora Leaves. So you write down the date, and then you write down the symbol in the card and the experience, events, people, situations, which you can talk about how that card related to that. So, and then you keep a daily log like that, and you can go back and look at things, and it's really nice. So let me get you written down, Aurora Leaves. Oh, no, you're okay. I don't care if you talk in cap locks. It doesn't bother me none. I type with exclamation points all the time. I'm not actually yelling. I'm just excited. I'm always excited. That's all. Okay, so where were we? We finished My Skies 5D. So we're working on Naomi Starling next. Naomi Starling, are you ready, darling? Aw, thank you, Flower Nose. All right, Naomi. So here we go. So we have a card that represents the serious side, which would be the Seven of Wands. And then Happy Valentine's Day, My Skies 5D. And then the Emperor card representing the not so serious side of the relationship. And then the Three of Wands representing the mental side of the relationship. The Strength card for the heart of the relationship, which this one will actually, it's a Strength card, but it translates to a brave heart in this deck. So it goes perfect on the heart. And then for the spiritual side of the relationship, we got a Two of Hearts. And then for the physical side of the relationship, I pulled a Seven of Hearts. So, to begin, for Naomi Starling, the Seven of Wands is first. Seven of Wands representing courage, and this is on the serious side of the relationship. So you need to know what courage really means, Naomi. You go forward in spite of your fears. You defend the things you love. Do not compromise your position. You may need to go it alone. Come out from behind your defenses and act. So that is on the serious side of the relationship. Now, the Emperor is on the not so serious side of the relationship. So he's all about achievement, and he's a gift. So your first gift is achievement. And that would tell you you need to be recognized as a strong, imposing figure. Yep. You need to be recognized as a strong, imposing figure of unquestioned achievement and authority. Focus your attention completely on your goal. You must not reveal your real plans, feelings, or weaknesses. Status is vital. Are you following so far? Right on, my sky. Well, you have an awesome day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, good, Naomi. So then we have the Strength card representing your hearts. Or wait, nope, sorry. Let me back up. We have the Three of Wands representing the mental side of things in the relationship. So the Three of Wands will be opportunity. So this opportunity here on the mental side of things. You need to become more aware of the opportunities that exist for you right now. There may be more than you are aware of. To best see and take advantage of them, you have to concentrate, cooperate, and remain open-minded. Goodbye, my skies 5D. Have an awesome day. So did you hear that, Naomi? The opportunity. You need to become more aware of the opportunities that exist for you right now. There may be more than you are aware of. To best see and take advantage of them, you must concentrate, cooperate, and remain open-minded. So that was on your the mental side of things. The opportunity is on the mental level. So then you have the Brave Heart, or the Strength card that is on top of your heart. And so that is another gift. So this one is telling you need to develop your true strength. To do so, you balance the aspects of you that are human, animal, and divine. It may seem impossible, but love, kindness, and a brave heart can bring them into balance. So then you have a Two of Hearts. And the Two of Hearts represents the spiritual side of things. And this is that romance card. So your romance card, all the twos again, are balanced. So the romance card says you need the clear, nurturing, supportive, and heartfelt exchange of emotions that is the gift of a romantic relationship, though a good familial or business relationship may do instead. Learn what romance truly means. So that is on the spiritual side of things. And then the physical is represented by the Seven of Hearts, which is an illusion. So here I see this illusion on the physical side of things, saying you need to separate what is real from what is an illusion. You need to protect against unclear or wishful thinking. Learn the power of your sleeping and waking dreams. Avoid intoxication and escapism. And do not decide until you are sure. Right. But, well, that is on the spiritual side. That romance card came in on the spiritual side. So it's something that you want in your life. Your spirit is asking for it. But your physical side is saying that there's some illusion here and that you need to learn the power of your sleeping and waking dreams. Also reminding you to avoid intoxication and escapism and do not decide until you are sure. Yes. So maybe it's like relating to that, going back to the romance. And then, of course, you have this strength. So you have this brave heart and this emperor. So there's this very independent achievement here. Very strong authority and ability to manage things. And then also the strength card showing that you do have this very brave heart. So yeah, I see that you want the romance too. But the Seven of Hearts shows that if there is a romance that is in the works, you need to watch out for some illusion that's involved in it, or intoxication and escapism too. Are you following me? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, happy Valentine's Day, Naomi Starling. So remember to use your gifts. Remember to use that gift of achievement and that gift of brave heart. And then, like I said, just, yes, and it may have been, but you're going to tap into that now and don't let those illusions distract you. You can make the best choice. You want a romance that's good, and you need to get a good one. Yes. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm jumbling everything up. But yeah, what I'm saying is, I know that you want the romance, but I want you to see through any illusions that are going on with the possibility of one. So make sure you make a proper choice here, and don't let any intoxication or escapism get in the way. So, like, maybe just be careful. Don't get drunk and choose a lover, kind of thing. I'm not saying that that's necessarily something you would do, but I'm just using that as a metaphor. Oh, my son is done, darn it. Okay, I have to decline that, and then he's going to call me back on the house phone. Great. So that means that I'm running out of time. You don't drink and you're married. Okay. Wow, that's completely throwing me off. I thought you were single at first, because it was showing that you wanted that romance. Hold on just a second. Hello. Okay, yeah, I'll pick you up at the front. All right, love you, bye. Okay. So, your hubby just isn't in the relationship much is all. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, you got that power of achievement and you got the power of the brave heart. So stand up for yourself on it and take charge. That's what I would do. That's what your gift cards are telling you. Gift cards. Just kidding. But yeah, not kidding about what you need to do is definitely keep that brave heart and that achievement. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Darn it. Well, you guys will have to talk about it and maybe make some decisions where you can make a date night or something where you can get together more often. Okay. So I am running out of time, my dears. Since I'm running out of time, I'm going to do daily tarots for everyone that I didn't get to. So I apologize for that, but I'm going to have to leave soon. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so I'm going to look through here and read. Let's see, we've got the Stone Kingdom of Yahweh. And then I've got Just Squad. These are people that were not read their relationship cards. Then I Rainbow. And Debbie R. No, I did Debbie's. Pappy Pinnell. Marty R. Old Crow. Renee Ward. Milky Way Weekly. Stardust. That's wild. Look at Stardust. You're very welcome, Naomi. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Yeah, we could probably set that up. We'll talk about it on what'd you call it? Instagram. Okay, so that was Stardust. Okay, so then Manic Sunshine and Rachel Henson. Then Raven Wolf Channel. Now I'm getting to the people that I haven't called off the list yet. Michelle Nugent. Jesse Greenhagen. Christopher Greenhagen. Family Wizard. Smokin' K. Miss ASMR Doll. Manimal 207. Flower Nose. ASM Artists. And Aurora Laves. Okay. So this is what I got left here. Alright, to begin. The Stone Kingdom. Stone Kingdom, I pulled a Hermit card for. So the Hermit, again, is all about introspection. I'm going to read these super fast to you guys. So the Hermit says to the Stone Kingdom, you need to develop the true power of the Master. It just happens to be the card of the day, too. So, to do so, be content to be alone or with only those on your level. Do not waste time and energy on those that are not ready or not worthy. Introspection is required for self-mastery. And that is the Stone Kingdom's Daily Tarot. So, you mark that off. Okay, and then next I had Just Squad. So Just Squad, 9 of Hearts. So that 9 of Hearts is talking about fulfillment for Just Squad. Just Squad, you need to know what fulfillment really is. A wish may be granted, but it is its own time and perhaps in an unexpected way. Be sure to wish for what is best for you and yours. You will probably get what you want. Good one, Jess. That was Just Squad. And then we have I Rainbow. I Rainbow, 5 of Wands. So that 5 of Wands is showing some competition. Competition coming up. Alright, so I Rainbow, you need to experience what competition really means and requires. Respect your opponent, but stand up for your point of view. Refuse to be a victim. Fight the tendency towards frustration, anger, hate, and prejudice. That was I Rainbow. Okay, and then Pappy. Pappy Pinnell, 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles showing frustration, Pappy. It says, you need to cope with some frustration. If hard work is not paid off as you planned, remember that expectations are almost always unreasonable. There are no guarantees. Be grateful, focus on the present, and do what you can with what you have, Pappy. That's Pappy's Daily Tarot. Okay, and then making sure. Marty R. Marty R, I have a 10 of Swords here. That's a ruin card, and it's showing you're dealing with some ruin. So, Marty, you need to know that the worst is over. Though the hopes and dreams of the past may be dashed, new ones will arise in time. Darn it, that ruin card. Sorry about that. Okay, so next we have Old Crow. Right, double checking. Yeah, Old Crow. So Old Crow has a Two of Swords, which is balance. So Old Crow, it says, you need to take a break from the usual ways of thinking, seeing, and doing to consider alternative ideas and viewpoints. Rest and relaxation are important now. Be diplomatic, compromise, or let things stand as they are. That was Old Crow. And then Renee Ward. Renee Ward, I have a Five of Hearts. Five of Hearts is a disappointment. So, Renee, it says you need to understand disappointment, and you may feel that you must walk away from someone or something. Realize the ways disappointment gives experience that can help to ensure future successes. And that was for Renee Ward. And then for Milky Way Weekly, I pulled the Princess of Wands. So the Princess of Wands tells Milky Way Weekly about impulsiveness. So she says, Milky Way Weekly, you need to be positive and spontaneous, but not impulsive. Your enthusiasm impresses others, but if you're impatient or if you're quick to anger, they may lose interest, and that can cost you or waste your time. Your actions will speak louder than your words. And that was for Milky Way Weekly. And then Stardust. Stardust, I pulled the star card for too, which is ironic. But that is illumination, and so it says to Stardust, you need to be the star of your show and experience a time of joy, wonder, hope, and healing. Relax and reestablish your connection with your body and the illumination of spiritual realities. Dwell in the good. Oh, you are here. Good. I missed you earlier. Did you step out? Okay. Wasn't that crazy? When I went to go pull your daily tarot, I pulled the star for you. Did you hear me say it? Read it. You need to be the star of your own show, Stardust. Awesome. Good. Okay. So the next we had Tiger Blade. Oh, Manic Sunshine. Manic Sunshine, I pulled the Ten of Hearts. Ten of Hearts tells you about success, Manic. You need to be more aware of how successful and respected you are. You will never gain more than you have now until you empower yourself by appreciating what you have already done. Success is really how you define it. So that was Manic Sunshine's Daily Tarot. And then Rachel Henson. Rachel Henson, I pulled the Empress for you. The Empress is all about your creativity. So you need to give birth to something that has never been, Rachel. To do so, you tap your creative potential. Be as gentle to yourself and your new creation as you would be to an infant. Enjoy the riches of nature and the natural world. So that was Rachel Henson. Okay, and then we'd move on to the ones that I didn't get a chance to read for. So I'm actually here with Raven Wolf Channel. I pulled the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords, Raven, is a defeat card. And it's saying to you today that you need to learn about surrender and defeat. The time of defeat is the best time to sow the seeds of future successes. You may have got what you wanted, but it didn't satisfy you. Be careful now what you wish for. Sorry about that, Raven Wolf Channel. I'm looking to see if she's still here. I don't know. So I have Michelle Nugent next. Michelle Nugent, I have the Chariot card for you. So the Chariot card is determination. Determination says you need to focus completely, seize the time, get in the race and win it. Cultivate the ability to withstand the rigors and of what is required. Striving towards your goal can be as satisfying as attaining it, and you need to be strong. This was Michelle Nugent. So then, Jesse Greenhagen and Christopher Greenhagen. Jesse, you got the Judgment card. Christopher got the Justice card. So we have here Reckoning and Truth. Yes, Reckoning and Truth. So we'll start with Jesse's, which shows Reckoning. So Jesse, you need to evaluate past actions to become more aware of who you are and your ultimate goals. This reckoning may surprise and may lead you to endings, beginnings, and the resurrections of things once thought dead or resolved. And then for Christopher, he has the Truth card. So the Truth card will be your gift, Christopher, and it is saying that you need to know and speak the truth and perceive it in the words and deeds of others. Be fair and just with all, and you will soon be able to detect dishonesty in yourself and others. Learn the rules that govern what you are involved with. So that was Jesse and Christopher Greenhagen. Got you both at once. Family Wizard. Family Wizard, I pulled a Nine of Swords. This is a nightmare. The Nine of Swords is a nightmare card. So it's saying here that you need to realize that fears, if not confronted, understood, can lead to obsession, compulsion, paranoia, or even physical illness. We all have a dark side which must be acknowledged. Avoid becoming a martyr and make sure you're getting enough sleep. So that was Family Wizard. Smoking K is next. Smoking K, I pulled the Fool card. The Fool card's all about trust. And so this card is telling you you need to trust that you are a spirit born into flesh to enjoy life and grow and experience. Take a chance and see what happens. Be as open as a child. Risk seeming a bit foolish, naive, or optimistic. A sense of humor is vital. That is Smoking K's Daily Tarot. King of Swords was pulled for Miss ASMR Doll. So Miss ASMR Doll, he's all about that intellect. And he's saying to you that you need to use your intellect to get your way, doll. Your schooling and knowledge of philosophy are important, but so are your idle thoughts and your daydreams. You can also solve problems by using history, rules, laws, and diplomacy. And then we have a Princess of Hearts for Manimal 207. Manimal 207, your Princess of Hearts is all about tenderness. She says you need to concentrate on the communication of tender feelings, hunches, and dreams. You are literally pregnant with romantic ideas and idolized fancies. You're very welcome. Balance logic and intuition and you will see them born into your life. You're welcome, Family Wizard. I'm sorry that there's a nightmare going on for you. I appreciate you, though. You guys that I've read for already, happy Valentine's Day. And I've got 3 more. I have Flower Nose, ASM Artists, and Aurora Laves. So Flower Nose. Next, we have the 4 of Wands, which is completion. So this 4 of Wands is telling you you need to ceremoniously acknowledge and celebrate the completion of an important course of action, Flower Nose. Give thanks for the support, friendship, and good things in your life. Enjoy mutual support with others and feel complete. You're welcome. ASM Artists. I pulled for you the Prince of Wands. The Prince of Wands tells you about your ambition. So you need to move from where you are now to where you know you should be to increase your effectiveness in the world. There is nothing wrong with ambition. You need to be a pioneer. Take calculated risks. Don't brag. Just do it. That is ASM Artists. King of Hearts for Aurora Laves. King of Hearts is telling Aurora Laves about her consideration. So, Aurora Laves, you need to be considerate as you counsel others. You may need to understand why strong feelings have surfaced and how to best cope with them. Do not repress emotions. You must see your life as a work of art. So that is everyone's daily tarot for the day. Don't forget, we all have the Hermit card. We all have the Hermit card today, so we are finding or becoming a mentor. We are taking a break from society, making a commitment to our spiritual growth. So, that being said, Happy Valentine's Day to you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.